Hello and welcome back to Schlegel Bricks, back here with another stadium update video for you. I know it's been a while, life's just been kind of busy, so apologize for that, but yeah, we got some changes to go through here, and let's not waste any more time, let's get to it. Alright, so let's start with the field and work our way up. As you can see, some of the field is kind of missing. And that is because I am going to be changing the field. I've made this decision after kind of a lengthy debate, but I want to change it because I think it'll be better in the long run. I'm basically changing from tiles to plates. That's what I wanted to do at the beginning, to be honest, but I just, the plates I was originally using were like 4x6 plates. They're larger plates and they weren't sticking very well to the base. They weren't clutching very well, so it didn't really look great and it wasn't working great. So I went with tiles because I could get a deal at the time on tiles, so use those to make up the field. The problem is, you know, the tiles just are too shiny. They look like hardwood. They look like a solid surface rather than like grass, and I want it to look like grass, and so having studs I think will make it look more like grass. So we're gonna be doing that. I got a shipment of bricks coming in, plates coming in, so we'll be working on that in the future, or for a future update. But so that's what's going on here. As you'll notice that I'm also kind of adjusting the striping too, making a little bit smaller stripes and making a little bit more of them, and that's just, I think it'd make it more realistic with kind of the field. Right, when I did the original kind of pattern or whatever I did, there's 9 stripes. Well, you got 11 stripes if you include the 2 end zones, but 9 in between. That was mostly done for symmetry purposes. You have dark on kind of both ends there, but there's no like, there's no like center line. The center line of this field is like in the middle of that dark stripe there. So we're going to change that up. We're going to add one more stripe to make it 12 total, the 2 end zones and then 10 in between. And that makes sense for football, and then also it gives, you know, it gives the striping and field a center line, so it'll work out. It'll look good. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And then I'm moving, or you can kind of see, I've taken some of these dark green tiles and moved them along the edges, the perimeters, and that's going to be kind of like the artificial turf edging around the field that you see in a lot of stadiums. So that's where a lot of those green tiles will go eventually. But yeah, that's what's happening with the field. Also, you'll notice that I've added some coverings for the player bench areas, and yeah, I think this is a good addition. I kind of wanted to do that originally, I just didn't know how I wanted to go about doing it, and well, about a month or so ago I found a bunch of these kind of window pieces on the pick-a-brick wall at my local Lego store, and yeah, I just got a bunch of them, and well, I think they work pretty well in this situation. But yeah, so that's another change that has happened kind of on the playing area. But yeah, those bench areas are going to be getting some tender loving care in the future as well, but this is a good first start in making it a little bit more nice for the players. And then finally, you may have noticed that I've kind of added some color to break up the beige of the walls down by the field here with some tiles. Originally kind of thought, you know, advertisements could go there or whatever, but for right now we're just kind of doing a little nice color pattern, just to kind of give the field a little bit of color, give those walls some color. So yeah, that's it for the field. Let's move on up. Making our way up to the first level concourse area, you'll notice that I've started kind of tiling up this concourse to make it look a little bit nicer. This is going to be an ongoing process. I do have more tiles on order, so those will be coming in, and that's something that'll just be kind of going on as the stadium is built. Just kind of one of those you know, finishing details type of thing. Also finished up the kind of standing room bar area, or bar kind of table. I don't know what to call it. Anyhow, it's a place for, you know, fans to have their concession drink and food, and, you know, have that and watch the game at the same time without having to go all the way back down to their seat. So just like kind of a nice little standing room area for fans. and that is all along the first level concourse there. And then the last thing on this concourse area is that I've added some darker trans-clear windows to the back walls, and yeah, that kind of finishes off that wall there. Also, the darker trans-clear window I feel is nice for maybe filtering out the sun a little bit on the really sunny days, you know, not having to be super baked in the sun. But yeah, that's it for the concourse. Let's move up to the suite level. All right, for the suite levels, you'll see I've done a little bit more work on the suite. Still a long ways to go, just kind of trying some stuff out too, just trying to figure out an ideal, you know, solution for how I want it to all look and work and everything. But yeah, what you see here is pretty much the final layout with the seats in the front, and then you have kind of the darker trans-clear windows to separate the inside part of the suite from the outside, and then also those dark trans-clear kind of panels that make up kind of a railing, or just a little bit of a, I think they're good for, this is not really turning out all that well here focus-wise, but these kind of trans-clear pieces, oh my gosh, come on, there we go. Those I feel like, well, they match the, you know, the darker trans windows everywhere else, but also I feel like add a little bit of privacy being kind of a darker trans clear piece. And that's kind of was the point for these darker windows. And also I feel like the darker windows also match the black accents that are all along the stadium. So that's kind of the point of those. But yeah, kind of see the inside of the suite there. Those are kind of just mock-up, like bar area type of standing area for inside the suite. Those will be a different color. Once again, I'm just kind of mocking things up right now, but started doing a little tiling as well. But yeah, they're in progress, but I think they're starting to look pretty good so far. So yeah, that's pretty much it for updates for this stadium so far. Actually, I did forget to mention that some of that end wall has been built up, so that's a little bit more complete. Makes you get a little bit better idea of how that will kind of look. And once again, this area here is going to be more of like the main entrance for the stadium. So yeah, kind of starting to look a little bit better, but you can kind of see the style, the architecture style that kind of looks like. But anyhow, that's pretty much it for this stadium update. Yeah, a lot of stuff to do here. A lot of changes are being made, and I think I should have another video out by the end of the year here. But yeah, till next time, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave those comments down in the comment section below. Always appreciate your feedback or your thoughts on things. But yeah, till next time, stay safe, make good decisions, and keep on building.